Fear grips four powerful politicians as Simon Ekpa rejects negotiation. Add extra 2,000 Biafran Liberation Army to those in Kaduna as they begin to neutralize several hideouts of Zoo terrorists. Hear the news in details. Lovers of freedom and people of Biafra, we are coming to an end of December and the end of 2023, and a lot has been happening in our land. Victory must be achieved at all costs, and anybody who blocks the way for Biafran liberation must collect woto furiously. Simon Ekpa has continued to prove beyond imagination that he is the man for the job, and he has done excessively. Listen and listen attentively. Remember that the vice president of the zoo has called on Simon Ekpa to please withdraw his men from Kaduna and seek for negotiation. But Simon Ekpa has refused and said people's life must be protected at all costs, and has added 2,000 Biafran Liberation Army. We have more men than the zoo army. We have more men than the zoo men. That is what they fail to understand. Victory is coming closely and closely as more international countries are combining and seeking to work with Simon Ekpa. Onye na-eme former Kando Wanekili. Onye na-eme former Kando Wanekili. The zoo has failed to understand one of the most important information, and that information they fail to understand is gradually consuming them in another dimension. Yes, in another dimension. It must be remembered that victory was recorded yesterday. Victory will be recorded again today. When Mazi Simon Ekpa started this whole journey, he warned them and said, if you don't release Nnamdi Kanu, you think by holding Nnamdi Kanu that you can stop the actualization of Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu has just one vote. If they should organize Biafra referendum today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has only one vote. And that is the biggest truth. Whereas Simon Ekpa has only one vote. So they can go on and try to kidnap those they want to kidnap and kill those they want to kill. But we Biafrans will not give up. 2,000 Biafran Liberation Army has been added. 4 pilots have been added. And 64 special force have been added. Now, Kaduna must rise up to defend their land. This was the same thing that Nnamdi Kanu did in Benue State. And when Nnamdi Kanu was alive, when Nnamdi Kanu was around, Benue insecurity reduced. Yes, more security was guaranteed. But immediately they kidnapped and arrested Nnamdi Kanu, insecurity there has increased beyond measures. And if we as Biafrans do not retaliate, this same thing that is happening, we are the next target. So we must stop it from the north before it gets to the east. Those people that don't want to have any good to do with themselves, the time will come when they will realize that the zoo has failed them. Let's negotiate. Vice President Shatima gives nod to non-kinetic approach. Let's negotiate. The vice president of the zoo has begged the Biafran army to negotiate with him. Yes, to negotiate with him. It's someone that what Prime Minister Simon Ekpa said yesterday was not a lie. Let me repeat what Simon Ekpa said. Simon Ekpa said that they keep accusing the buying of some zoo soldiers on unknown gunmen. And it is not unknown gunmen that is doing that, it is him and the Biafran Liberation Army. They are not buying the innocent ones, it's those ones that want to come and buy the Biafran armies. That want to come and buy the Biafran citizens. They are the one they are facing. Because if you look at what is happening in Kaduna today, in Benue, in Jos, in some part of the north, you will know that these people are looking for people that cannot resist. Igbos are naturally resistant in nature. Now the vice president is now begging for a negotiation. What they would have done peacefully. It is because oboro ụmụnne ha ka a na-egbu na southeast, oboro ụmụnne ha ka a na-egbu na north, ụmụnne ha ụmụ ha. That is why every time egbuchara nke a, they will send another bash, and you cannot say no, because it is the last command. It is the last command. Look at southeast, that is very peaceful. These criminal politicians, Batana southeast, maybe see everywhere, Kwasa see everywhere, Tirich everywhere. It's not gonna kanaya. It's not gonna kanaya. I could say na go my eziokwu na Simon Ekpa na-eme ifeọma. Ọ na-eme ifeọma. And you can see that the ifeọma na-eme na-egosizi egosi, ọ na-apụtazi ibe. For those who are doubting Thomas, know you that the victory has just been recorded. And by so doing, nobody can put us on the net. Let's communicate with ourselves, put ourselves in order, and have everything under our shores. Wee sị fa gịnị? Na okwu anyị na-ekwu kamgbe okwu anyị kwuru wee sị, we cannot by any means put negative energy to that very field. Because what matters more is the victory that we pursue. The victory that we do what? Pursue. Maka na oge erugo mgbe onye ọ na-kwesị ịghọta njem ọnụ a. Njem a ekwuru maka. And that's where the whole story lies. They are now pleading, saying that these people, we need to negotiate with them. But when Prime Minister Simon Ekpa called them and said, if unu-egbu ụmụnna unu ekwesịghị na-egbu ụmụnna Semba, na ga na-egbu ụmụnna. You see? So who's at fault? Let's get ourselves together. And let's stop prolonging the days of victory. I told you that Biafra is about to come. Some of you don't believe me. Biafra is at hand. From powerful companies withdrawing themselves from Nigeria, it shows you that Biafra is already on its way. What's the going on? So I can use your mouth. Go run Tindo Kweseno. Because at this point, we are already victoriously approved. Oyeno, Yogwa one name.